If there's one thing that's really colossal here in Missouri, it's agriculture. And one of those huge agricultural crops is soybeans. And farmers for decades have courted markets for their soybeans. And these are often international markets. China has been one of those. And it took a long time to establish the markets. And the fortunes of those farmers, like, rose and fell on those crops. Well, when the tariffs came and made it untenable to sell their products, large markets like the Chinese just backed away and said, we'll get our soybeans someplace else. We'll go to Brazil. And it's not only that they didn't buy that crop, they destroyed the market that had been cultivated for a long time, even by state legislators who had these junkets to China and all that kind of thing. It just wiped them. It just wiped them out. And so now those same farmers are going bankrupt. They're going insolvent. There's some weak kind of like Trump welfare for farmers to give them kind of grants to get by. But of course, that's socialism, isn't it? Right? Yeah. And it's stupid economic policy. The interesting thing is that in the aftermath of all that, we have been inviting white Afrikaners into the United States, giving them special immigration status while others have been swept away. Any brown people are swept away. But kind of our white supremacist government and the Elon Musk link to South Africa brings in those Afrikaners, claiming, genocide. That's been debunked. That's been kind of a conspiratorial thing that's been foisted by white Afrikaners who still hold most of the wealth and the land in South Africa right now. They come in, and so there are these predatory programs that vacuum up the failed farms. And J.D. Vance has been an investor in that. And they vacuum these up, and then they resell or reapportion them. Well, guess what they are considering and putting into place with some of those failed farms, the lost farms? Giving them to the Afrikaners. Giving those apartheid, tradition-ridden, white immigrants to the United States, favored by Stephen Miller and the State Department and Trump and Elon Musk, giving them their farms. So, if you are one of the farmers for Trump, if you're part of that crowd, you voted for this. If you lost your farm, it's going to end up in the hands of others, like Afrikaners, because nobody has your back. They don't care about you. They don't know about agricultural policy. They don't know how to manage an economy. They're foolish and stupid, and that's why you're losing your farms. And at the same time, ideologically, people like Afrikaners are going to be out there on your equipment, walking your fence rows. That's what's happening. Farmers for Trump, all you folks, wake up.